Hi, y'all. Welcome to my channel. Alocasia update. So, today's beverage, I can't pronounce this. I've never had this before. This was a birthday present. My birthday was last Monday, and I actually saved this for this weekend to open up with y'all, and I'm excited to do this video just to taste this. I am not even tell you where this is from. Yeah, I guess I could try and tell you where it's from. It says it's a vegan wine. Okay. Oh, it's from Spain. So this is, I don't know. I'm assuming that this is a sparkling wine. So let's just see. So first off, let's get it open. So what y'all up to? So this video today is going to be not about this drink that I can't get open, but it's gonna I'm gonna give you guys an update on my small collection of alocasias. Alocasias are beautiful, beautiful plants. I love them, but they're very tropical, and I even think subtropical, and I have struggled with them. And this is their update since I've repurchased them, and all of the plants that you're seeing here, I have purchased in the last 2 months, and they are very, and I'm just going to show you how they are, how they look. Hopefully that pop is a good sign that I'm going to be showing you some great plants. And this wine, the sparkling wine tastes, let's see. Oh, I like that. I like it. It's dry. It's very dry. I like it. Well, it's not very dry. Ooh, I have no idea where she got it from, but it's probably sold in a grocery store. Thank you, Natalie, if you're watching this. Thank you, girl. I really do like it. I poured it in my don't give a sip glass here, which can hold an entire bottle of wine. But we're not going to be doing that today. I want to enjoy my weekend. So I'm chilling, relaxing at home this weekend. It's very uneventful, no big plans. So I am just here, and I said, well, you know what? Let's get on with today's video. So I'm just gonna tell you guys right off the bat, y'all. I don't know none of these Latin names. I'm just gonna put them up. But and I've told myself to stop saying that. What I could do is I could, Google them, take a quick picture of them, but y'all on the phone, so that's not going to work. I can't even tell you the variety of these. If I just had another phone, but I will try to put it in Google. Maybe Google will put some pictures up for me, and I could just let you know. But I'm not even going to pretend to be out here being able to say these wonderful Latin phrases. I can't. Or I can. I just haven't tried. So we'll do. Let me take these glasses off. Something's going on with my vision. These glasses are only good for driving now, where before I needed to read, and now I find myself taking them off more and more. So let's see, alocasia plants, variety, or is it, yep, that'll work. Okay, and Show 20 more. Okay, so this might work. This might work. Okay, now, if you watch this channel for a while, I have had some gorgeous alocasias. I've had some really gorgeous ones where I took the time to learn the names of all of them, and every single one of those allocations, and I've had some big ones, have died once they've entered my care. So I know the conditions of alocasias are so sensitive. You got to get those conditions right. And I'm fearful because we're going into the fall season. I'm just hoping that these plants will go dormant, if nothing else, because we're in fall, and this is a very I don't usually get fall, and we don't get fall this early on the coastal of South Carolina, but it is fall. We are definitely cool in the morning and probably around 70, 72 degrees for the rest of the day, whereas usually that we do get this weather, it would be later in the year. And so the fact that we're getting it now just means, one, I got to bring all my house plants in next month, and two, I really have to think about what I'm gonna do with these allocations. So if they look like they're doing okay. Some of them have failed miserably. But what I am gonna probably have to do is I'm gonna have to get them in some type of cabinet, aquarium, something. It won't be an aquarium because I'm not gonna get an over 70-gallon tank and just put plants in. So it's some type of cabinets, a curio cabinet or something where I can just try to maintain their conditions. So let's get started on the first plant, and we might as well just do this plant here. And by the way, all of these allocations are in pon. Now, y'all see that? Y'all got a big head. Let's just use my hand. Okay, so I got this plant here when it was only it was in a 4-inch pot. I need a sip. And I think this is the Alocasia Windy. Just look at the picture of it. Is it? Let me see, y'all. Yes, I believe this is the Windy. And it is Winty. It is it's a beautiful plant. You see how this leaf looks here? I can probably guarantee you this leaf is gonna drop off. And that sucks because there's nothing wrong with it right now. It's really firm, everything. And so far, this plant has produced a leaf and dropped off a leaf. And you can see there, it is giving me another leaf. And this is, I have this in a decorative planter pot. This little salsa rim that you see, it just makes it easier for me to pick it up. And pick it up, as you said, the roots in pon have grown down into the water reservoir. And it's doing good. And it's just in a nursery pot that I put a couple of holes inside, and boom. It has been in here in pon. This is probably one of the oldest plants that's been in pon. I probably got this back in, I would have to ask my friend Olivia to be certain because I sent her a video when I first got these. And so I want to say in the May, June. So I think it was late spring. Yeah, and it has done really well. Really well. I love this leaf, and all the leaves, like this one is a new one. None of these, I don't think any of these leaves are original. Even this one, I don't think it's original to this plant. So they have been getting bigger and bigger. I have not fertilized this plant at all yet, but I will, because the pond that is in, the Lechauza Pon that it's in, it already comes fertilized, so I didn't really have to do anything for it. So this plant is the keeper, y'all. It really is that big, and I'm really hoping that this leaf will get this big too. And you see this plant is reaching for the sun, so I'm thinking I'm probably going to also have to move over some grow lights in there. And so we're just going to have to wait and see. So that's this one. And if anyone's out there cares why I am out here doing this is because, y'all, this is my version of self-care. This is how I take care of myself. I do other things too. I love reading, and I haven't picked up a book all summer long, but I do enjoy reading. I used to enjoy knitting, and I'll probably end up getting back to it. Knitting seems to be a more seasonal thing for me. I knit when it gets closer to winter and stuff, and you know, just I've knitted blankets and things before. It's also very relaxing. But when it comes down to just self-care, not feeling like I'm working, my plants really do that to me. And y'all can judge me away on this, but you know, if you're over the age of 21 and in your own home and not hurting anybody, go on and drink as much as you want. You know, drink responsibly, I guess. Drink responsibly or don't. That's your choice if you're an adult. What I mean by responsible drinking, don't take your ass out here and get in nobody's car. I do not like to sit around in my house and drink all day. That's not my gig. That's not for me. But I will host a gathering of girlfriends to say, come over, let's talk some shit about these people. And you know, I call it a broke girl weekend. You know, y'all know what a broke girl weekend is. Like, hey, you bring a bottle, you bring a bottle, and you bring a bottle. Bring the bottle you want to drink because I'm not sharing. And then, you know, pick somebody's house to chill at. Are children invited? It's not a good idea around me. You know, I love kids, but you know, I like adult time. And I think I will extend this invitation next weekend for a couple of girlfriends to just come over and just chill. You know, we're getting close to the holiday time. So, you know, you Christmas shopping. And like this weekend here, you know, you waiting for them big sales to roll in. So you ain't out here spending a whole bunch of money. So with that being said, Pepper, go on now. Now let mommy do this. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the next plant. And I'm going to try. Oh, I wonder. No, I ain't got that plant. Oh, okay, I do have this one. Okay. This plant is so pretty. Oh, look at that. You know, it is so pretty. It is so pretty. But it's doing what alocasias do. And you're like, they're leaning this way. You need to turn them more. I know, but they're set up on this plant stand that makes it very difficult to turn these plants. So I'm going to be changing something because I see that they're reaching from the light. I may even move them closer to a windowsill. I'm thinking about relocating all of my alocasias. But it is doing what alocasias do. A leaf is dropping off. And see if you can see that. There's a leaf growing. And yeah. So this one, I believe, is the Alocasia Micholitazana. Yeah. Yeah. I believe that's what this one is. It looks, I'm just looking at the picture on YouTube, and it does have these prints, and I mean up on Google here. So I believe that's what this is. I love this plant. I really do, and it's going to be, what I love about it is how long the stems grow. I love it. This is another plant that's, all of these are in pon. And the roots, I'm going to have to let y'all see this up close. We're going to drip all over everything. They're the root system. The root system in this looks like it's bulging out. So, with this plant, as much as I don't want to disturb what it's got going on, but it also has the roots are climbing out of it, I am probably going to have to take this plant out of this soil mix, take this out of this cup and get it over into one of these containers. Now, the sad thing about it is that this plant is just, the roots are growing like crazy. It looks like it's even trying to extend upwards, which is fine. I just wasn't expecting it. I just wasn't expecting it to do that. This is a really great plant. Let me turn my fan on, y'all. I'm starting to glow. And I'm just afraid that if once I repot it, because alocasia can be very sensitive to a repot, and to the point where it might just start dropping off leaves left and right. And I think I'm not going to do anything until this leaf grows all the way out, so that it can still just take care of that leaf. Let this one finish shriveling up and dropping off. As far as their sizes go, to me, not that big compared to my hand. I would have to say that this plant grew more stemmy than leafy. But it gives me a leaf and it drops off a leaf. So I'm just gonna write that. I'm gonna call it Alocasia Mitch, or Mitt, something like that. All right. So which brings me into, I think I have some little ones. Let me give me another sip. I'm gonna try and find this while I'm sipping. There's so many alocasias that I really, really want. I've had people send me alocasias. The Regal, someone sent me the Alocasia Regal. I love that plant. A viewer sent it to me and I loved it. And it broke my heart that I killed that sucker. But next up, now I think I have two of these. I think these two are the same. This one's heavy. So let's start with this one. Now, like I said, everything's in pond, but the difference is this one has not dropped a leaf. It has not dropped a leaf since I got this, and I got them around the same time. I think one came from Amazon, and no, both of them came from Amazon. I just ordered from two different buyers on Amazon, and it has not dropped a leaf at all. And I was really thinking that this leaf was gonna drop. This is one of the original leaves. This is one of the original leaves. So I knew this one was gonna drop. Here is the latest leaf that is put out. Again, I purchased these plants really small. This one was like in a 4-inch pot, so it was easy to get this straight into pond. And here's this alocasia. The name of this one is Alocasia Nibella. And that's a beautiful name, Nibella. Ooh, I like that name. Ooh, if I get more dogs, they're gonna be named after plants. Because I really like that, Nibella. Sounds African. What is that? But anyway, and this plant has not gotten a lot of humidity. They're grouped together by a south-facing window. This plant is by a south-facing window. It doesn't have a humidity on it. Whatever ventilation is getting, it's getting a little bit. It's not getting any. I really don't turn on the thermostat on this floor. I don't turn it on at all. So, yeah, it's doing great. I need to figure out a couple of things because I want it to keep doing great. So I was thinking maybe I'll bring it upstairs, and I know I'm not going to do that. So, but just to give you a closer look, again, this is in pond, and we got some activity going on inside this. I don't know if you guys can see that, but y'all, you see that little thing right there? I don't know what that is. I'm not messing with it. And this is a root that is growing out. So let's take a look at the roots. Let's see what they're doing. This is all new. Oh, the newest leaf is right here. That's the newest one. It seems to be enjoying its life in pond. You're not going to be able to pick this up on camera, so you're just going to have to take my word for it. The roots are just now starting to come out of the bottom of this, and I only see one down there. I won't be repotting this anytime soon or anything. But yeah, this is just, look at the back side of it. They're just gorgeous. Gorgeous. It seems really happy. It seems happy. All right, and here is the sister. So I think these alocasia the Nubella just might be a little bit different than the rest of them. I don't know. Because this one is in a totally different room. It does have humidity because I have 2 humidifiers that blow on it. I do rotate the air because I have a ceiling fan, have 2 ceiling fans in the main room, and I turn them on. So this plant has gotten, and they were the same size when I got them. And I bought these not knowing the name of them. I just bought Alocasia variety, and then they send you some, and one I got 4 and another one I got 2. So they came in separate, so they're from different breeders. But just look, again, this plant has not dropped a leaf. It hasn't, but it really surprised me because it bloomed. It bloomed. And I really want to cut that off so it can, but I'm just like, why? It's doing really good. It's doing fine. And it's because of these little things here. I'm like, but a leaf hasn't died. No leaf has fallen off. This is, so it could totally just be the conditions that I have them in. They're in the exact same substrate. One faces a south-facing window, which is, you can't see it. It's right there. And the other one sits in my media room. I don't know if this is what I call it. It's probably called traditionally a dining room. And it sits over there and it faces east-facing window. This one, it is much easier to turn, so I do turn it, but it really just surprised me about how well it just started bloom. It gave me a bloom. I was just like, impressive. Now checking out the root system. Can you see that? There's the roots there. Coming out of the side, growing into the water. It is not in a Lechauza Pon pot. It is in, this is okay, so this is like, I think this was a bottle of tea, y'all. I think this might have been some pure leaf tea container, and I chopped it off, and I put some holes in them with my little heating tool, and I just added in the Lechauza Pon on top of it. What is in right now? Yeah, okay, I had to see where I got it from. What is in right now is a decorative planter, and this is the actual planter. It does have drainage, but the hole is plugged at the bottom, and I got this from Walmart for $5.88, and it sits inside this reservoir of water. And with that, I have a water meter that lets me know how much, and these are the ones you just insert down. Like, it's not like the Lechauza Pon ones comes with the container. And those are pricey the more you get up in size. And so with this one here, I was just like, I ran out of pots, and I was like, well, I'm gonna put you in a little bit larger and just see how you do, because this plant did come in. It came in a little bigger. No, it didn't. This one came in the same size. Yeah, it came in the same size, but it grew quicker. So I ended up, yeah, this one I ended up like here. See, there's a stake on it. With this plant here, this plant was flopping over a lot and it kept falling over, and it was top heavy. So I ended up staking it and putting it in something bigger because it just wasn't happy. Hey y'all, I'm back. So you probably didn't know I went anywhere, but I'm gonna get me some more. This is very good. Pepper wants me to chill downstairs with her and watch TV. I'm all for that, but let me finish doing this first. And you're like, how can a dog? No, it's just a routine we're in. I really like that. I'm gonna have to ask her where she got that from. It's really good. What was I saying? Y'all, I'm out of breath from walking upstairs. I'm gonna have to get on that, I've been exercising, so don't come for me. I get on that treadmill. Okay, I'm supposed to get on that treadmill 5 days a week. I made 3 last week. or I guess this week, yeah. This week I only did 3. We're gonna aim for 5 working days. I gotta work 5 days. We're gonna aim for 5 days. Getting up is not the problem. Not even getting motivated. I was caught up on some news. I don't know. But anyway, what was I saying? So, yes. This Nibella has, oh, I was talking about my water meter. This water meter, the Lechauza Pon self-watering container comes in 3 parts. It comes with the decorative outside, the insert, and its own water meter. It's a really, I think it's a good deal when you can buy them in groups, but as they go up in size, they get more expensive. And you debating like, okay, am I going to need all these size? Because honestly, if the alocasias weren't this, I only got them for alocasias. I really wasn't even thinking about exploring other plants. I really got the whole pond thing was so that I could get allocations. And now I'm just seeing how it works on other plants. And I'm like, oh, but why spend all the money? This decorative pot. Look, it's so pretty. You can barely see the top of that. And this water meter inside of it, I bought separately. And I believe I got these from either, I think I might have got them from Amazon. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I got this from Amazon. And if you're interested in trying pond and trying these things, these come in a package of 5 or 6 in different sizes. And it's on my Amazon storefront. So if you're interested in it, check it out. And if you're not interested in it, just go over there. I put stuff up. I'm still learning how to use Amazon storefront correctly. So, but, you know, right now, go and check out the stuff that I buy. Everything that I buy, I well, like everybody else, I use it. Like, I'm not putting up anything that I don't use. But you just stick this in here, and see it goes up. Take it out, drops down. And this was really helpful for this here on a stable surface. It was just very inexpensive. I think I paid like, I don't know, I don't want to say, no more than $15. I don't think I paid that much, but I just got them because I had all these containers in my house already, and so I just wanted to put them to use. And look how pretty that is. And it's just a great way to keep your eye on your meter. You don't even need a water meter when you got something like this going on. This does make it easier for me, but if you're okay with just lifting that plant up and seeing how much water is in there, that's fine. This is just, for me, it's all the way up at the top. Good to go. Now, let's go ahead and talk about her. Let's talk about my African mask. And I'm going to take so much responsibility for this. Okay, so my African mask is in a coffee mug. So, you know, come for me on that one too, if you want to. My African mask was in a much larger container. And it had more leaves. I picked this up from Lowe's. I picked this plant up from Lowe's. And I don't know, I think I'm done buying alocasias from Lowe's and even Walmart. Because the alocasias, this is the 3rd one I bought, and all of them have lost their leaves. But I'm going to take some accountability in that because I didn't do the long water method with them. Maybe I should have. This was in, I would say this was probably, when I originally bought it, it was in at least probably a 6-inch pot. Compared to all of the other alocasias I owned, they were in 4-inch pots. So I'm going to say that I'm going to take a little accountability for that. Maybe I should have did the long method. You know, put it in. And the long method is me taking the alocasias completely out of their soil and placing them into water. Probably should have did that. Maybe. I don't know. But I have recently downsized this into a plastic drinking cup. And I have placed this, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, I don't have much hope in it. Look, this plant, this is Alocasia amazonia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This leaf is not a healthy leaf. This is the only one it has on there. It's not firm like all the other ones. Like you can tell this is reaching for the sun, but it's sturdy. Like whereas this one is floppy. Like it's like I'm going out. Same thing. This flopping is going out. When it did lose all of its roots, every last bit of them. And which is okay. You know, it happens. It has, when I did unpot it, I did take a look at it, and it does have some stubs like it's trying to produce roots. I don't think it will. I think it's going to do the same thing like my other Alocasia that I had picked up from Walmart did, which was a 4-inch plant that I picked up from Walmart. It lost all of its leaves. And I'm just not going to, I do want a poly. I'm going to get another one. I'm just not going to buy it from a big box store. I'm going to see if that makes a difference. I'm going to go and see where I purchased these Alocasias from and just see if I can get a poly from them. I did get these from Amazon, and they are linked in my Amazon storefront. And I'm going to see if they have a poly or African mass one in there, because I have no hope for this. This is not going to make it. It's just not. And it may not. I'm not saying it's the big box stores. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there that buy plants from Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, Target, and all the rest of them out here. And I will continue to buy plants from them establishments as well. I'm just not buying Alocasias from them anymore. Because I bought 3 over the summer. This is the 3rd one. And I don't have any hope for it. They're not bouncing back. It's not thriving. And what really makes the difference is that I have placed these in the exact same conditions. This was in the exact same conditions as this plant. You know, it was over there. It's underneath the humidity. It's getting it. Again, I could take some accountability saying maybe I should have did the long method with it. That may have made a difference, but I'm not going to throw it away. I just don't have any hope for it. I have the other Alocasia, which I don't even know the name of it. It's down to a little nub. It is in a shot glass. Let me go get it. It is in a shot glass. I have placed it in a shot glass. Let me just give it some water while I'm here. It has been in this the duration of the summer. It has been in here, and it did produce some roots, but it'll probably go dormant now. And probably what I could probably try to do to this is trap in some humidity and see if that helps it. So I'll do that. Maybe I'll put these 2 things. I can make up some makeshift type of, here we go. I got this one because this leaf is going. It's going. I should just cut it off. But I don't know. I'll do something like this. You see. Okay, so that might be, oh, it's definitely gone now. Get a plastic bag over it, some type of greenhouse effect. I'll come up with something, let you guys know how that'll work. This will probably be easier in here. There we go. With this one, I'll probably just put some saran wrap over the cover of it and place them in containers. It's just very disappointing. But if you like these update videos on pond with these types of different species of plants, let me know. I have done more. You can let me know by giving me a thumbs up. I have done more plants in pond, and last week I talked to you guys about syngoniums, and Syngoniums and pons, they're just like the best of friends, you know? It's like they're long lost friends. And I do have a Syngonium right now that is in water. It was a larger Syngonium. So it's in water. I'm doing the long method to transfer it over into pons. So hopefully that'll work out for it. But I also have Marantas. I have 1, 2, 3. I think I have 4. We'll do Marantas and Alocasias. I can give you guys an update on that. Not this month because I just recently put a video up on them, but probably before Thanksgiving, just to let you know how they're doing. And Pon, could combine them both because I just recently did it. And upcoming videos that I can do, I have put more plants on moss poles, and I don't know how they're doing. I have 1 philodendron on moss poles, so I really have high hopes for that one. And I thought I cut one off to get it propagated into moss, also in a moth pole, for a moth pole, and to give it. Oh, I'm doing all this chit-chatting, and I have one more Alocasia to show you. So, let's see if I can find, and look at this one. Look at this one. Now, I thought that this one was the same as this, but it's not. The leaf patterns are totally different. This one, I don't have a favorite, but look at that. This is the newest leaf. It did drop a leaf to give me that, and sucker is staked because it too is very top heavy. But it's so, look at that. Look at that. And this is the newest leaf, and it's a little bit smaller than my hand. And like I said, it dropped a leaf and gave me this one. It is in the same conditions as it's by a south-facing window, except this plant actually sits on the window sill. It's right up on the windowsill. And this one sits maybe about 6 inches away from the windowsill on top of a plant stand. I am so okay with it dropping this leaf. Oh, I should find the name of it, right? Okay. Let's see. I tell you what, y'all just tell me. Y'all tell me what it is, because maybe it's it's not an elephant ear, a caprice. Is it a? I don't know, and I don't want to take all this time looking for it. So just look, and here's the back of them, the leaf, so that you can see the back of the leaf with some light going on it. I do not think this is a Capri. Oh, but it's so beautiful. And it's living its best life in pond. So I don't show y'all the roots on everything else. And let's see, they see them, they're right there poking out. They look so healthy. But let's raise it up. And you have the roots are beginning to come out of the bottom. I see a couple. It is happy. So I really do have to decide what I'm gonna do with this. For my birthday, I had asked my husband to get me a curio cabinet that I had seen on Facebook Marketplace. He had said yes to it. It was fine, no big deal. It's a great price. And then he had did something I really decided that I wanted to go out to dinner instead. And we did that. And yeah. And now regret not having my curate cabinet. So I'm gonna ask my husband tomorrow to let's do some thrift shopping. And I'm gonna see if I can get that Curo in here. I just thought, oh, my allocations would be okay. But as the weather's starting to get cooler, I really do need to get something in here. So I'm gonna see if we can just pick something up tomorrow. I probably will end up buying it myself, unfortunately. You know, why spend my money when I could spend our money? And if you're a wife, if you know, you know. It's like, so, I guess that's the video, y'all. That's the video. I'm really proud of my alocasias in pond so far. And after they've been in pond now for 4 months, because this is officially a 4 months update, I would definitely recommend pond for alocasias. I would. There are some setbacks. But it's not a setback enough for me to give up on them yet. Now, if all of that had happened to these allocations, then yeah, I would have got them done. I'm gonna try and order me an alocasia, and I think the smaller you get them, the better. Like, that's the probably the best thing I could say, because of the size of them. If you get them like even in a 2-inch planter, and just have patience. You can transition immediately into pond. All of these were at least 4 inches, except for my African mass one. That one was a little bit bigger. No, it wasn't, but I did get it from a big box store, and they just seem like they take to pond quickly. So I think that's one condition that is easy to be met. These plants just like to have a nice airflow. That's really what it is. It's not so much of you forgetting to water your plants or whatever. There's really a nice aerated soil. And even if you keep your plants and your alocasias in soil and you don't want to do this, I highly suggest you dig down in there like with a pole and agitate the soil to get that up. I wouldn't say repot them all the time, but I've had great success with my alocasia, African mass alocasia poly, and that was the only plant that I kept alive. So that maybe it'll just do better. Maybe the poly will do better in soil versus them. I'm not getting it back and placing it in soil, but I think aeration is the key. I think these are high humid plants. And right now, the conditions inside of my home is changing for the season. These plants will be going outside next spring, late in the spring, but they are going to go outside because I get great humidity here. These humidity here, that's not a thing. That's not going to be an issue. And I think that these plants would just benefit from that, from being outside. What else can I say about it? Oh. Get this wine. And I'll see you next time for more planting and drinking. Bye, y'all.